Hi there, I'm Claire Turner and welcome to my channel. I'm a nutritional therapist and it's my mission to make healthy living much more simple. So I genuinely believe that by making simple tweaks to our daily lifestyle, we can greatly improve our overall health and mental well-being. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 20 healthy life hacks to make you feel better every single day. So tip number 1 is get at least 7 hours sleep per night. Now, according to the National Sleep Foundation, it's so important to get between 7 and 9 hours sleep per night. So if you can manage to get this, you'll benefit from a sharpened mind, better concentration levels, memory, focus, your skin will be clearer, you'll have much more energy, and you'll just feel better in general. So even if it means going to bed that little bit earlier, try what you can and get those 7 hours at least. Tip number 2, wake up earlier. Now, I don't mean getting up, say, an hour earlier than you normally do, but we've all been in that situation where we set the clock, we set the alarm, and we get up at a time, which means we have just the right amount of time to get our stuff ready and leave the house. But if anything goes wrong, we're suddenly in a rush, we're in an anxious, stressed state, and we leave the house in the mood that we don't want to be in. So even if it means setting your alarm for 10-15 minutes earlier than you normally would, it means that if anything goes wrong, you've got that 10 minutes in your pocket and you're not quite so rushed. That means you start the day in a much more relaxed, focused, calm way, and that sets you up for the rest of the day so that you feel much, much better. Tip number 3, try a standing desk. Now, if you are someone that sits at a desk for more than 6 hours per day, you're putting so much pressure on the base of your spine. Now, unfortunately, in the future, that can lead to chronic back pain. So to relieve that, what you can try is an alternating desk so that you spend half the day standing up and half the day sitting down. This won't put that pressure on your back, and trust me, your back will really thank you for it. Tip number 4, exercise at least 4 times per week. Now, whether that's a full body workout, a gentle jog, a long walk, anything that you can manage, it will be so good for you. Now, aside from the obvious benefits of obviously toning, maintaining weight, losing weight, that kind of thing, it's a wonderful mood booster. Let those endorphins flow and see how much better you feel and how much better your mental well-being is in general by increasing your exercise per week. Tip number 5, make sure you're eating lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. Now, things like dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, that kind of thing, they are absolutely amazing for your body. They're a wonderful superfood, and they're packed full of vitamin C, which is a fantastic antioxidant. So that's going to be great for boosting your immune system and keeping you fit and healthy. So if you're not someone that likes them in a big plate of salad, you know, packed with spinach and kale, put them into a smoothie. Now, alongside things like banana, that kind of thing, mango, you won't even know that it's in the smoothie. Spinach, for example, is so mild tasting that apart from the obvious colour in the smoothie, you wouldn't even know that it was there. So pop it in your smoothie, put in some fruits, some spirulina, some flaxseed, you know, pop it all in there, whiz it up, and then have that. At least then you're having those lovely dark leafy greens that's going to make you feel so much healthier if you incorporate that into your diet. Tip number 6, move healthy snacks to the center of the fridge. So when we open our fridge door, the first thing we look at is the middle of the fridge. So if you try cutting up some, say, bananas, some cucumbers, some celery, some raw carrots, that kind of thing, put it in a bowl in the center of the fridge. So the minute you open the fridge, it's the first thing you see. So instead of reaching for that packet of crisps, that bar of chocolates, you can have a little nibble on some raw carrot. I know sometimes we want that quick fix, but honestly, something like, say, raw carrot, you've still got that sweetness, and it is just something to munch on if you are just looking for a little nibble throughout the day. Tip number 7, now this is a very welcome tip. Try incorporating dark, and I mean 70% dark chocolate or above, or raw chocolate into your diet. Now, these two are absolutely amazing for your health, and studies have shown that if you do have regular consumption of a small amount of 70% dark or above that, or raw chocolate, it will actually lower your risk of heart disease by 30%. So that's a really nice thing to be putting into your diet. But as I said, just a small quantity and make sure it's over 70% dark or above. Tip number 8, try a vitamin D supplement. Now, so many people are actually deficient in vitamin D, especially in the winter months, and it's directly linked to serotonin, which is the happiness hormone. So by giving yourself some extra vitamin D, you're going to give yourself a lovely happiness boost. It's also directly linked to your immune system, so it really helps boost your immune system as well. Tip number 9, meditation. Now, even if you can manage 10 minutes per day, try sitting quietly and just focusing on your breath and just clearing your mind. That will really combat anxiety and stress, and it's really good for lowering your blood pressure. So if you can incorporate that into your daily lifestyle, it doesn't matter whether it's first thing in the morning, last thing at night, whenever you have a spare 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long time. Just try focusing on breath and doing some meditation. That will really help you to just remain calm throughout the day. So this leads me nicely onto tip number 10, which is deep breathing. Deep breathing is so amazing for your body. So you can do this alongside the meditation, obviously, but this is something you can do anytime, any place, whether you're out for a walk, you're just about to go into a meeting, first thing in the morning, whenever it is, try to get into the habit of doing some deep breathing. Now, if this is something you've not really done much before, I've done a video on my top 3 breathing exercises, so be sure to check that out. I'll leave a link in the description box below the video, and that can really get you started on the benefits of deep breathing. It's amazing for combating stress and anxiety and making you feel so much better in general. It's incredible for your overall mental well-being, so it's a really good thing to get in the habit of doing in any situation at any time. Tip number 11, get a new pillow. Now, it's crazy to think, but our nightly headrest can actually contain up to 16 species of fungal spores. That's not something you want to be putting your head onto every single night. Now, the National Sleep Foundation does recommend that we swap our pillow out every 2 years to ensure that we get the best support for our neck as well. So make sure if you haven't changed your pillow for a while, get a new pillow, and that will ensure you get a better night's sleep. Tip number 12, get some fresh air. Now, there's nothing more beneficial to your health and well-being than by getting outside and getting some lovely fresh air in the countryside to help you to be more grounded, present and mindful. And it's something that we should really get into the habit of doing each day. We don't want to spend too much time indoors. Even if you can allow 20 minutes, half an hour to get a nice, lovely walk in the countryside, even if it's not the countryside, just get out and get some fresh air. It will really help your health and mental well-being. So that's something to really get in the habit of doing. Tip number 13, swap the lift for the stairs. Now, this is probably one of the easiest swaps that you can ever make in life. If you're faced with a decision, do I take the lift? Do I take the stairs? Always take the stairs. If you can, 2 at a time. It's an amazing glute workout. But aside from the obvious, you're going to get that extra exercise, it's going to really boost your circulation, it's going to lower your stress levels, and studies have shown that by actually taking the stairs more regularly, you're giving yourself the energy boost of about half a cup of coffee. So in itself, it's a great transition to make, and it's a good habit to get into. Tip number 14, double your water intake. Now, how many of us can actually say that we drink enough water for our personal body? Now, if you want tips on how to drink more water and you're struggling to find the time to drink it, I've actually made a video on tips to drink more water, so be sure to check that out, and I'll leave a link in the description box. But make sure that you are doubling that water intake. Not only will it boost your energy levels, but it'll make your skin clear and just make you feel so much better in general. It'll help your digestion. So it's so worth ensuring that you are drinking more water. Make sure you've got that great bottle, keep refilling it, and drink as much as you can through the day. You won't regret it. Tip number 15, cut out unhealthy snacks. If you're someone that does find that you're constantly looking for the biscuit tin or that packet of crisps, pour yourself a nice big glass of water and have that instead. Take a moment when you're just about to eat that unhealthy snack. Think to yourself, do I really want this? Or am I actually thirsty? Because actually quite often when we think we're hungry, we're actually thirsty. And at that point, we're actually a little bit dehydrated. So swap out that unhealthy snack for a big glass of water and then try doing something else. And of course, you can always go to the middle of your fridge and obviously have one of those healthy snacks that you've cut up in that bowl ready for you. So just make sure that you're having that big glass of water instead of an unhealthy snack. Tip number 16, try the 80-20 rule. So it takes 20 minutes for our brains to catch up with our stomach. So quite often we do actually overeat. So the next time you have a portion of food, try eating 80% of it. Then leave it 20 minutes, see if you're still hungry. If you are still hungry, finish the rest of the meal. If you're not, then leave it at that. And that might show you for the future that you're actually eating a little bit more than what you actually need. And that is something that a lot of us do. It's a really good experiment to do, and so you see if you are actually overeating. Now, another thing you can do is when you are actually eating, put your utensils down between each mouthful. This ensures you're not eating too quickly, and again, you're not eating too much. Tip number 17, eat breakfast. Now, if breakfast isn't your thing and you don't feel particularly hungry in the morning, you don't have to have that big bowl of porridge. You could just have a smoothie instead. It will make sure that you get a lovely energy boost, and you'll have that sustainable energy throughout the morning. Now, smoothies are great because if you're on the go and you don't have a lot of time, you can take the smoothie with you. But if you are someone that likes to have breakfast, ensure you're having that lovely big bowl of porridge with ground down nuts on it and really set yourself up for the rest of the day. Tip number 18, try a digital detox. Now, I mean 24 hours of no phone, internet, computer, anything. This will do wonders for your health and well-being. If this is something that you definitely can't do in the week because you're working, that's completely fair enough. So try it on the weekend. You'll find you're much more mindful and present and in the moment. So try doing that and you'll see those amazing positive benefits. Tip number 19, try to be more mindful and present in general. Try not to spend so much time worrying about everything in the future and things that may or may not happen. We can all be guilty of doing that, and it really doesn't help us. As they say, worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives us something to do, but it doesn't get us anywhere. So instead, just be much more mindful and present. Look around you. Look at the beautiful sunny sky. Think about that lovely new top you're wearing, how good you feel today. This amazing cup of tea that you're drinking. You know, think about all the things that are happening right now, and so that you're not filling your brain with all these things that you don't need to think about. Think about what's happening in your world right this second, and I can assure you, you will feel much more positive and present. So this leads me nicely onto my final health hack, which is practice gratitude. Do this daily. Make gratitude your attitude. Honestly, there is so much to be grateful for right now. When we look around us, our family, our friends, this lovely, beautiful new day, our food in the cupboard, our food in the fridge, the water we drink, the air that we breathe, the countryside, there is so much to be grateful for. And studies have shown that grateful people are happier people. They are so much more positive because they're aware of everything they have around them to feel so grateful for. So as I said, make gratitude your attitude, and you're definitely going to see those lovely, positive, happy benefits. So this brings me to the end of the video. I hope you found these healthy life hacks helpful. Let me know in the comments below how you got on. I would absolutely love to hear from you. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, and guys, bye.